Hello, I'm Jerry Fort. Going to review another Michelina's meal. Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes and gravy. Another one that I would have figured that I would have already reviewed before, in the past. But haven't. Made from scratch gravy. 9 grams of protein. See the picture there? Here's mine after I got it cooked up. Can't even see the Salisbury steak underneath there. See some gravy there, some mashed potatoes. Let's take a little peek at this Salisbury steak, shall we? There it is. Let me show you something. Comparison of the lid of this, creamer things. See the comparison I made. It's about the same size as the lid of this thing. I know this is a little meal, but it's really thin. What's a good comparison? An average pin. About the same width as this pin. Anyway, it's a little disappointing to see that this is such a little patty. Let's put it in some gravy here, and has a decent aroma. Salisbury steak, kind of an aroma. Get the gravy. It smells good. Kind of has that kind of a beef bouillon kind of an aroma to it. Smells like the gravy might have a little garlic and onion powder in it. Yeah, it smells good. Looks like there's some black pepper in there too. I don't smell it, but I might taste it. Let's see. It's hot. Oh wow, that's good. It's good flavored. Very salty. Nice beef taste. Get the garlic and onion powder in there. Don't really get any black pepper. Let me just try some mashed potatoes just by itself. Mashed potatoes have a nice mashed potato taste, like kind of maybe a little buttery, salty. And the gravy. And we got a little piece of onion. I'm getting a little black pepper now. A lot of these meals still seem like they're kind of zoned around children. Like this would be, you know, a decent lunch for a little 6-year-old or something. If, you know, trained right, educated right, you know, a 10-year-old or even a little bit younger could be trained or educated on how to use a microwave safely. Make these things easily themselves when they get home from school if their folks just happen to not be there. If you trust your child. These kind of meals I like to take a piece of bread, maybe 2, put them side by side on a plate, and take this contents out. Maybe cut this little $half sized patty in half. Put 1/2 of it on one piece of bread, and then take the gravy and distribute it, and the mashed potatoes distribute on both pieces of bread. The little Salisbury steak is good. It's flavorful enough. It's just the size of it. They could have been a little bit bigger for this tray. I know it's small, but it could have still been a little bit bigger than this for this tray. The mashed potatoes, you know, they're really good about holding in the heat. So you gotta really be careful. The outer part of it might be cool enough to eat, but once you get into the middle of that part, feel that heat. The mashed potatoes are pretty good quality. Okay. Getting the black pepper. A little bit on the taste, but I'm getting a little bit of spicy notes now from the black pepper. 200 calories right here. Total fat 9 grams, saturated fat 3.5 grams, cholesterol 20 milligrams, sodium 970 milligrams. Total carbs is 22 grams, dietary fiber 2 grams, total sugars 2 grams, includes 0 grams added sugars, protein 9 grams, iron 1 milligram, calcium 32 milligrams, potassium 452 milligrams. Let's just kind of scan over these ingredients here just a little bit. There's breadcrumbs in here. Salt, of course. Minced onions, that's what I was getting. salt, seasoning, salt, tomato powder, beef extract, some spices, natural flavor, some celery, granulated onion, potato flakes in granules. The potato flakes and granules consist of potatoes, mono and diglycerides. Guess that's it. Onions, mushrooms. I did not get any mushrooms. Didn't get any. Like, as I kind of, I can kind of taste a little bit of a mushroom flavor. It's not real huge, but I didn't get any actual mushrooms in there that I noticed anyway. Contains less than 2% of modified food starch, some milk solids, half and half, beef base, roasted beef, and concentrated beef stock, some salt, hydrolyzed soy, corn and wheat protein, corn oil, some sugar, yeast extract, flavorings, maltodextrose, salt, canola oil, beef flavor, hydrolyzed soy protein, and salt, beef flavor, beef stock, and beef powder. Then we got some garlic powder, some spice extractives, granulated garlic, some granulated onion, mushroom base onion, and then also some mushroom base, sauteed mushrooms, some butter, mushroom extractive, some onion powder, some sugar, some salt, spice extractive, some chili powder. Well, maybe that's what I'm getting and not the black pepper so much. Maybe there's not a black pepper in there. It looked like there was. The chili powder has chili pepper, salt, spices, and garlic powder, and there's celery seeds in there. Contains milk, soy, and wheat. Okay. It was good, other than the size of that little Salisbury steak. Out of my 5 rating, I take 1 off, just because that little thing was unnecessarily too little for this tray. Could have been a little bit bigger. I mean, look at this. It was literally the same size as this lid. Could have been this paper towel roll is a little bit bigger than this lid. Let's see. That doesn't. That's a little better. It could have even been just a little bit bigger than that roll of paper towels. But anyway, so I just take a point off. That's not too bad considering, And do these meals really need that much salt in them? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like salt. I put it on a lot of my Mexican beers with the lime and stuff, as a lot of you know. But in meals, is it really that necessary? A lot of people add their own salt to a lot of meals. So they're just adding it on top of salt. The body gets enough natural salts that it needs. It just doesn't need that much extra salt. It's just really It's not good for you, you know. I grew up a saltaholic. I got it from my dad. My dad was a big salt user, still is. If you let him have a salt shaker, he'd go to town with it. But I put it on everything, salt. My beers as I grew up, and later figured it wasn't good to use so much of that salt. But I try not to put it on my meals anymore, because I know it's going to be already in it. So anyway, I know I review a lot of stuff with salt in it, so it's like, as I do my reviews, am I killing myself? Some would say, yes, Jerry, you are. Okay. Mashed potatoes were good. The gravy was pretty good. Salisbury steak flavor was good, just too small. So there you go. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. See you on the